All right, hey guys, Spooky here. Today we're taking a look at the brand new update to the patch, the patch update for July 11th. It's today, the mid-season patch for Season 5. I have not taken a look at this yet, so it's going to be my first impressions on everything. With that being said, obviously whatever I think may not always be the what actually happens. So this is just the first take on it. I do recommend you stopping by my stream at twitch.tv/TSG_spooky to see how I think of the new season as it's going live. You guys can check me out there. But this is going to be my first impression of it. We're going to go through everything and let me know what you think below. We'll get a conversation going, seeing maybe how this might shake up the meta, if there is anything that shakes up the meta, or any new stuff that they've introduced. So first off, the general updates, we can skip through that. Nothing too crazy. On fire stuff, these are just like weird bugs and stuff. Competitive updates though, this is what we've been really excited for, and I know I'm very excited for this, is that Team Q is now available. So Team Q is an all new competitive mode for Overwatch 2, requiring everyone to play in a full group of 5 players. Team Q has no ranking restrictions and will be available through the end of Season 5. This is freaking awesome, and I'm so excited for this. Now, will this be something that's played by a lot of people? Maybe. We might be seeing this, or we might not, depending on how well this is put together. But I think especially Overwatch is made to be played as a team of 5, and it's probably the most pinnacle experience getting to play Overwatch on a team. So hopefully this gives a lot of players that haven't scrimmed before or haven't played in like open division or trials or anything like that, that experience of playing together as a group. So this is awesome. I'd recommend getting just a group of players together. You guys don't need to be like super great at the game. I just recommend trying this out, so you guys can actually experience what it's like to play on a team over multiple games in a competitive setting. I recommend it 100%. Even if you guys aren't the best, just jump in, have some fun. Don't be too worried about how high up you get or how low you get. This is more about the team experience, is what I would probably recommend you doing. So players can group up regardless of how far apart they are in rank. This is great for people that are wanting to queue up with friends. Grandmaster players can play even with up to 4 other Grandmaster players. This is great for content creators, especially. We haven't really gotten to see content creators get to queue up as a large group in a while, aside from custom games. So this is going to be a really cool new experience for a lot of creators or just high tier players. Team Q is limited to 1 tank, 2 DPS, and 2 supports. Players do not queue for specific roles, instead choosing the roles within each match. So it's kind of like scrims, where you don't really choose your roles, you don't queue up for those roles. It's just when you're in the game, you then lock in your roles, and then that's the role you have for the match. So with that being said, you guys can switch around roles between games. You don't have to play DPS the entire day unless you are wanting to do that. You can kind of switch around things as it goes. So it's awesome. Platform pull restrictions remain, meaning players on console must still only group up with other players on console, not those on PC. This is great. Even though I don't know if this is going to be great for the ecosystem of it, at least we know for sure you're going to be going up. If you're on console, you're going to be going up against another console team. You're not going to be going up against a PC team. So you're not going to have that variable to worry about. All right, so some updates on the heroes. We got Orisa with the Fortify. Damage reduction increased from 40 to 50%. Oh my god, dude. All right, so Orisa buff. This is going to be really annoying. We are increasing the effectiveness of Fortify to make Orisa a stronger counter against team compositions that lean on crowd control. Okay, that's great. Wow. So yeah, okay, whatever. We'll see. Fortify, obviously, it's not always up, but it just means that she's going to be able to sponge more damage from teams. So I don't know if it was necessary. I think there's probably some balancing elsewhere that probably could have been done. I think Orisa's in a good spot. It's just the meta doesn't really make her that great right now. I don't think she's weak. Let me just say that. I do not think Orisa's weak. So I don't know if the damage reduction in 45 was a good move, but we'll see how that goes playing up into here in Season 5. Ramatra, his projectile for Ravenous Vortex, now passes through enemy heroes, but is still blocked by barriers. So if you use a barrier, this still blocks it, but it goes through it. So now if you throw it at a hero, it doesn't bounce off the hero. It actually goes through them. So okay. Ravenous Vortex projectile hits an enemy and bounces off unpredictably, delaying its activation, its quality of life. Yeah, which I think there's nothing wrong with that. Reinhardt, let's go. I want to see some changes. I want to see some good ones. We're increasing Reinhardt's barrier uptime to help him. Let's go. I'm so excited for this. To help him better protect his allies. We'll be keeping an eye on this as we want to avoid situations where always shooting at barriers. Reinhardt, yes. Reinhardt needs to be the hero with just like a strong shield. Like I love that we're returning to this. I don't think players. It's not that players didn't have a problem with barriers. I think we had a problem with barriers because so many heroes had barriers. But the problem was when they nerfed barriers, they also nerfed Reinhardt. And Reinhardt was like, his big thing about his kick is that he's got a very large barrier and it's very effective at what they do. I think this is great. I love to see that they're increasing his health pool for his barrier. That's awesome. It's gonna mean Ryan can get a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more shield play going on. It's not gonna feel like you just hold shield and it's gone like that. I'm hoping this makes it a little bit more consistent to play Reinhardt. It's awesome. So Wrecking Ball, we got quad cannons. Manual reload time reduced from 2 to 1.6 seconds. This is great. I don't know if you guys have played Ball before, but it feels like his reload time is very unnatural. I love this. I love this. This is going to be such a good quality of life update for ball players. It's not going to affect too much your damage output, but it's going to feel much more flowy as a ball player, especially when you're like standing there trying to reload your guns when you're not in ball form. This is awesome update. So I love this. Yeah, two really good strong tank updates here. This does not affect the automatic reload while transforming into a ball, which is still 2 seconds, which is fine. Cool. So Sojourn, railgun, number of shots to reach maximum spread increased from 8 to 12, and the spread is reduced by 12%. This is kind of what a lot of people have been asking for, is a buff on her. Oh wait, no, this is the railgun. Is this her left? Oh, okay, yeah, this is her left click, I think. We're decreasing the overall spread on the railgun primary fire. Yeah, great. To build energy more consistently, increase shots for reaching maximum spread will give the players more direct control over aiming the projectiles when firing in short bursts. This is what we've kind of been asking for, is just a little bit more of an upgrade to her primary. And we haven't gotten a nerf to her secondary, the one-shot potential there, but we'll see how this goes. I don't think this will affect her too much. Going forward, it's just going to feel a little bit better. Soldier 76, let's see. We got the heavy pulse rifle damage has been increased from 18 to 19. So we just got a little bit of a damage increase. Helix rockets explosion damage increase from 80 to 90. A pretty significant damage increase on Helix rockets. And the biotic field healing per second increase from 35 to 40. I don't know if I agree with this. I think Soldier was still a decent pick in a lot of situations. He was just a little bit more niche. He's going to be a pretty... This is probably going to make him a little bit more of a heavy hitter, especially the Helix rocket damage increase is pretty good. Just a tiny bit of a damage increase here. I'll probably feel a little bit better. They've got a big paragraph here, so we're going to go through this real quick. One of his soldiers, 76 strengths, is his reliable damage output, but it hasn't quite been effective enough after his last round changes. Like to avoid going up to 20 damage on his primary fire. Too powerful in the past, so instead we're adjusting both primary and secondary fire damage slightly. Also still be able to stay in the fight longer and support his team. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't really have too many comments on it. I think it's decent. I don't think Soldier was bad. I think he was pretty well balanced in my opinion. But we'll see how that affects everything going into season 5. Symmetra. We heard about this turret changes, and I see Torb down here too. Wow, man, they got okay. Let's just take a look at these real quick. So we got our photon projectile, secondary fire maximum impact damage increase from 45 to 50. Secondary fire maximum explosion damage increase from 45 to 50. So a little bit of a damage increase on the projectile. So that sorry, the secondary, basically the little balls that you shoot from her primary. So that's gonna be interesting. A little bit more snipey. Symmetra here. The sentry turret damage per second is reduced from 40 to 25, man. Woof. And turrets now reveal enemy heroes to allies while dealing damage. Okay, for 1 additional second afterwards. Okay, this actually might be really good then. Okay, I kind of like this. Because what this does is takes away like the annoyingness of sentry turret as if you're playing against the sim. It takes away the annoyingness of it. But gives utility to balance it out for Sim to make Sim more of a utility hero while also making her more deadly as a DPS. I think this is great. This is pretty cool. I think this is going to be fun. I don't think turrets ever really were that effective damage-wise. And if they were, it was just really annoying to enemy players when they did get damaged like that. It's very inconsistent usage on that. But I like this. I like the sights that you get for it. So you don't have to communicate specifically, like when your turret gets activated, you don't specifically have to communicate to your team it now means that your team will be able to see the enemy on the map, so they'll be able to draw those conclusions themselves. That's great. Torbjorn's turret has a bit too much. Actually, do we want to take a look at this? Yeah, you know what? No, I think we're good. So his secondary fire spread has been reduced from 5 to 4.5 degrees. Wow. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit more of a slug shot on the secondary. Damage reduced from 14 to 11 on the turret. So turret does much less damage. This is gonna be oh man, we might see a Tracer meta again. Not that she's not meta right now, but this is just going to make Tracer even stronger. Cooldown increase from 10 to 12 seconds. So less uptime on turret and less damage. Overload now reloads 6 ammo on use. Okay, that's fine. Nothing too crazy there. That'll probably help. So like when you use reload, which I think it's great because a lot of times when you all of a sudden need to use overload as a react, a lot of times it's in a time when you have to reload as well. So it essentially cuts out the effectiveness of overload because you're having to waste time reloading while you're in that like more threatening state. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, they kind of mentioned it here too. Load now partially reloads ammo, which guarantees there's no downtime between activating the ability and shooting projectiles. I think it's great. This might be a little dangerous. I think we're probably going to be seeing a lot more Tracer Genji. If these are true. Yeah, we'll see. Oh boy. Start learning Tracer, I guess, guys. Let's see. Kiriko. Healing off at a recovery reduced from 1 to 0.9 seconds. So she's going to heal more now. Wow. Okay. Originally, we increased the offered recovery time to promote more kunai usage between healing bursts. Despite the fact that we were partially reverting change to the primary fire feels more responsive in situations where Kiriko is pressured to focus entirely on healing. So, okay. Interesting. Right? This is a buff, right? I'm reading this correctly, right? The Kiriko's receiving a buff? Am I reading that correctly? Zenyatta. Orb of Discord. Maximum range reduced from 40 to... Oh! That's a big reduction. Damn. Okay, so you're not going to be able to Discord people like off in the distance. Time to wear off the target when not in line of sight reduced from 2 to 1.5 seconds. Okay, that's not really that massive of a change to Discord Orb. You still get the same damage. Combination of these changes will make it riskier for Zenyatta to apply Discord, increase counterplay for the affected target. I don't think this is okay. Yeah, all right, this is fine. I don't think this is a huge nerf to Zen. I think most of the time you're discording people that your team's focusing anyways, which are usually closer to your team. So I don't think this is going to be a huge nerf to Zen, but we'll see. So we got some bug fixes, yada. I am going to take a look to see if there's any made changes. Nothing on there. All right. I think that's it, man. Final thoughts on the the patch update. One, the team play competitive is going to be, I'm really hoping it's a lot of fun. This could really bring a huge breath of life to Overwatch right now. I'm hoping it does. We'll see. Outside of that, the Orisa changes were interesting. Ramacha quality of life. Reinhardt changes and Wrecking Ball changes are awesome. A+. Good job, Overwatch team. Sojourn's kind of weird, but we'll see how that plays out. Soldier, I don't think was necessary, but we'll see how that plays out. Symmetra is a really cool update. The Torbjorn, I think, is really gonna make like both of these heroes getting nerfed at the same time. With the turret specifically, is really gonna open up some counter we're gonna see a lot more Tracer and Genji. That's my call. I might be wrong. I don't know why she's getting buffed. This was fine. I don't think this is too bad. So yeah, all in all, not a bad patch update. We'll see how this goes. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video if you do want to see me go over these patch notes more often. I know a lot of people said that they like how I explain things. So if you guys do appreciate that, make sure to like, subscribe, please, and then go check me out on twitch.tv/TSG_Spooki. We got new drops, dude, for Overwatch. So new skins, new drops for you guys, or new icons or whatever they're dropping. We got new drops available. So if you guys want to go get those, you got to go watch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/TSG_Spooki. That's where you're going to do it. And make sure to link your account to your Battle.net so you can get those drops. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one. Keep it spooky, and we'll see you later. Peace.